world today.
Yes, sure.
Even in Kenya, you find somebody, you're like, hey, it's a pay deal. And sometimes you don't always sign a contract. Sendio, that's true.
That's true.
Most times when somebody just says, hey, there's something here, Maze, we can do it. It's usually a phone call, it's a text, it's a meetup, right? There's somebody who's lost 3 billion shillings because they agreed to a deal verbally.
That's serious.
And you can imagine, it was Kitambo, yes, it was the time for the Moi-Era. But he trusted these guys and he said, but we had a deal. And he made some roads, that's what he said. He made some roads that we use in Kenya. Never been paid. He went to court and the court said, there's no documents. There's no contract. There's nothing.
So this guy did the job already.
Yeah, he's saying they allegedly did the job and they've never been paid. And it is about 3 billion bob. And when he was asked, he was like, but tuliongea. Tulichapa story, maze. Tulichapa riba.
Tulikaa chini. We shook hands, yeah?
We shook hands.
Hey. That's tricky. But, during the Moi era, really, I think things were more like gentleman's agreement because you'd go there. I've heard stories, though. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
I've heard stories that you'd go there, get some money, even just for doing nothing. But now this guy really
did something.
And
it was the opposite. He didn't get money.
But once, you see, like, sometimes you just, that's tricky. Though, once the administration changed after Moi, I think his goose got cooked because once the current leaders, they leave, that's usually it.
That's it, yeah?
Yeah, so right now I have no words for him. Maybe he just comes, we just have one.
What 3 billion bob?
What 3 billion bob, and we just say, yo, see, it's life, man.
Jeez, man. And you thought I was bad this morning to Manchester United fans, bro. That is savage. But no, it's got me thinking right now. Does it mean then we should have a contract for anything? Like even today, if you and I decide, by the way, we're going to do a deal, that it has to be on paper.
It is essential, really. Yes. The problem with let me say the Kenyan system. The system. The enforcement can be a tricky.
That's a whole other ball game.
That's a whole other ball. Because yes, you can sign something, but how will I enforce it if I have no chums in my pocket, man? That's a problem. But really, essentially, that's a practice where a written document would help you in certain circumstances. You're taught this even in business school that you need to really, as much as you're doing handshakes and gentleman's agreements and golf deals, when you're in the golf club and doing all those deals, have something down. Yeah?
What if it's something like even 10,000 bob then? We're talking and then you're like, you know what, I'll pay you back next week. Should I then should it be written down?
You write that thing down, man. Just write it down, man. Because, that 10,000 bob is something, you see, you just write it down.
But that's a question we're asking this morning. We'd love to invite you to it because this guy was burned. It's on the front page of the Business Daily. You can check it out. You can even read it on the e-paper and get a lot more from that story. Just download e-paper, whether you have Android or an Apple, and you can get it from your respective store. And once you download the e-paper, put in the code SUBZ22. That's SUBZ22. It's going to give you 20% off your subscription, and read more on that story and contextualize it to you. This morning you meet up with someone and it's a friend of yours. They're like, please help me with like 10 G's. I promise I'll pay you. I promise. I've never lied to you. And you've been chasing that for 6 months. Should you have done a contract or what is it? We'd love to know your feedback and your thoughts on that conversation. Guys,